Welcome back to the channel, YouTube. Today's part 2 of all the body work on the Mustang. This one I have a little bit of fun and do a lot of sanding and body work. And it's tedious. It's got a lot of time lapse, but I hope y'all enjoy it. To the video. Rambo, can you stop licking? Come here. Come here. Come here. Apollo. This is my dog. To the video. 80 grit. With 80, but there's still some shiny paint all over the place, and mud, body filler, or Bondo, whatever you want to call it, does not stick to shiny paint. So wherever you're putting that, make sure the paint is not shiny. You want it to look like this, not. So I got to touch up these spots, in short. As you see, I made sure that every spot that I was going to be putting filler on was completely sanded, because you cannot stress how important it is to properly prep your surface to do body work. When it comes to it, if you don't do it right, it's not going to stick, and as you sand it, it's going to keep flaking off. And if you somehow get it where it doesn't flake off when you're sanding, and then you paint it down the road, it's not going to stick. It's going to crack not only body work, but it's going to crack your paint, and you're going to know that there was body work done to it. So you cannot I cannot stress enough, prep it right. So now we're going to mix up some mud, and we're going to wipe all this, and we're going to get it looking right. So I got on my mixing board some body filler, a good amount of hardener. You don't want to put too much, otherwise it's going to harden up on you while you wipe it. And you don't want to do too little, because if you do too little, it won't harden at all, or it won't mix fully in there. And when you mix it, you want to fold it. You don't want to stir it. You stir it, you're going to put a bunch of air into it, and you're going to have a lot of little pinholes. So whenever you do it, you want to scoop it and fold it. And then wipe it all out, and as you can see, it's spreading all that out, that blue out. And you scoop it all up, flop it down, start just spreading it around, folding it into it. As you can see, I taped up down here when I was sanding. I'm not painting the rocker, I don't think. So I didn't want to scratch it, forcing me to have to paint it, and now I won't have to worry about getting body filler onto it because it's taped up. But you want to make sure this is very well mixed, otherwise some of it won't harden. And you just wipe it on. When you're wiping Bondo or mud, whatever you want to call it, you want to do it as smooth as possible, and you want to take your time with it, but you want to be quick with it so it doesn't harden up. So you want to take your time, make it smooth, because when it's smooth as you can get it, it makes sanding it a lot easier. It makes you have to do a lot less work and a lot less coats. So I've body filler here, and then hopefully this is the only coat I need of this, and then hopefully I can go back and hit it with what's called glaze, which is a thinner version of this. It's gonna get all your pinholes filled in, and it's just gonna make it all look a lot better. So hopefully I don't need to do another coat of thick body filler. I can just do a thin coat of glaze. And then once this all hardens up, I'll sand it, sand this one, do another coat of this if I need to. Forgot to wipe that. Is it hard enough? Got that just in time. But now I'm gonna go do my dirty dishes. So while this dries, which is actually almost there, going back to the eraser wheel, I've seen videos of people doing some fun things with this, and I want to give it a try. I got a creeper and one of these. Let's see what happens. Let's see if this works. I am very dizzy. So now that this is dry and ready to sand, I'm gonna go back with that same 80 that I used earlier. I'm just gonna break down this surface. It's gonna make blocking it a lot easier. So all I need to do is just touch it really. That's all I need to do with that. Then I'm gonna get a long block. This is 80 grit also on it, and just gonna help get it shaped. And then hopefully we can just glaze it and then do 180. So unfortunately, I am going to need to do another coat of actual body filler, which is no big deal. I was just hoping I wasn't going to need to, so I'm going to do one more body filler, which I'm not going to show you that one just because you've seen it once, but then when it comes to the glaze, I will come back to you on that one. So I'll wipe it with one more body filler and then we'll... Okay, so I got this second coat of body filler sanded down. A little bit of imperfection down here. It's not perfect, but it's good enough where we can just put some glaze on it. Like I said before, glaze is just a thinner version of body filler, and it's a lot easier to work with and a lot easier to sand. So when it comes to doing a glaze, you gotta, like, it's just like normal body filler. You sand it down, blow it off, make sure it's not dusty, mix it up, and just like it is body filler, and give it a good coat. Now, as you can see, it looks pretty similar to body filler, but it's a lot more liquidy. So you just mix it up the same, fold it over, scoop it up, spread it out. Works just the same way, it's just thinner and a lot easier to work with and sand. So just like body filler, you want to get it all as even as you can, not make it as smooth as possible. And because it's with glaze, it's a lot shinier, so So I'm able to look at all my body lines and where I wipe to see if there's going to be any place where I need to focus on sanding. And I'm not seeing anything crazy, a little bit of a low spot right here, but that should sand out pretty easily. Possibly we'll use some guide coat, which is a spray powder, to help you figure out sanding. I don't often use it. I'm pretty good about doing it by feel, but when this is dry, hopefully it's the last time I have to sand on this car in terms of body filler. I'm gonna have to sand this whole car for paint, but I'm not feeling doing body work today, so hopefully this is my last time for the day. Okay, so I got this quarter and dog leg finally good enough where I'd be happy to paint it. It's not perfect. I don't care that it's not perfect. It's a 2001 Mustang, but feeling it. I'm happy with it. I realized I didn't touch this, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera. But I'm gonna walk around, show you everything that I've done to the car that was off camera. So as you can see, I started fixing that. This was all sorts of weird, so I stripped all this. Whoop, spun around. Stripped all this, sanded all this. I gotta remove the mirrors, sand the rest of this. This fender is good. I need to do some adhesive removal, but as you can come over here and see, the radiator support is in. It's even painted. I had some rattle can blue that was a similar blue, so I did that. Condensers in, not filled. Radiators in, that is filled. Got the headlight bracket, absorber, and rebars on. This fender's off and over there to finish working that. This door is fixed and lines up with the fender, which is nice. Mirror has to come off. This has also been sanded with all the paint chips in it. This quarter has been fixed. There's a weird dent up here. That dog leg was way out of whack. Coming back here, the tailgate, the spoiler has been removed. It was chip and paint all underneath here. All this has been sanded and fixed. I got the taillights out, the light up here out. The bumper's gonna come off soon. Get ready to paint. I gotta fix that as best as I can. The roof has been sanded for all the rust spots up there. But yeah, it's finally coming along. I got the seat over there bolted back in. I do not have the short throw shifter in there yet. That's right there. I'm hoping to get that done soon. What time is it right now? It is currently 5 o'clock. I've been here 6 hours already. Just goofing off. No, because I went shopping. Looking at buying a desk right now. So I've probably been here for about 4 hours just working on this and goofing off, as you saw the spinning around. But yeah, I did test the 2 front speed sensors. They both turned out fine. On Monday I'm gonna get my coworker's scanner and scan the ABS system, figure out what's going on with that. Because I really don't know. I don't like having the ABS light, and I don't like it saying that I'm going 120 miles an hour when I'm sitting still. Actually, I can show you right now. That is just what it's saying. But as you can see on the dash, I'm going over 120 miles an hour, which, as you can tell, I'm not. But yeah, so I'm going to clean up everything now, get ready to get out of here and head home, hang with the pup for a little bit, and then get back to it on Monday or maybe Sunday tomorrow. But I'll see you next time. Peace.